shop again. Cool. Some of you already know I picked up some vintage fishing equipment at a local yard sale, and this is one of my finds. This is a new Spark 120, which apparently, based on the other nameplate, is also known as a Spark 3120. I wasn't able to find a whole bunch about this reel, other than it's made in Japan and probably from the mid-70s, by a company that is now the Olympic International Company. First thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to get it off of this rod because it's the wrong kind of rod. So that's where we begin. Boy, it's in there good too. Now this rod that I'm taking it off of, being a Zebco low-level basic rod, I'm sure I've got a reel somewhere I can put on that and use. Cool. So it's terribly dirty. I literally just had a cleaning rag. I just had it like just a minute ago. Anyway, it seems to function, and the anti-reverse works, the drag works. The bail seems to do what it's supposed to do. Seems fine. It's probably a little dry inside, and this line is going away. It has been serviced before, because when they serviced it they lost this little plate here. Not a big problem. It, you know, doesn't mean a whole lot for what I'm going to do with it. So anyway, I'm going to start tearing it apart. First thing I do is take the cap off, which is this doodad here. And if you guys have watched my show, you know I didn't expect to see that under there. It's a spider egg sac. Your old pal Jiggly don't do spiders, so we're just going to go ahead and kill that. Cool. When I take apart a reel, I set the parts out on my table in the precise order in which I remove them. So we have that and that. Next will be the handle, because I need to set it for the other hand. I should figure out a way to put music on these so that when I'm tearing stuff apart, you guys have something to listen to. Get some good elevator tunes. That is bone dry in there. Okay. And I just used the screwdriver that I need. As a spatula. These 3 screws on the body here. Now, as always, when you take these screws out, hold the reel flat and look down at it, or else you risk pieces coming out, and that screwdriver is too big. That one's too big. Sometimes that happens, you know. There's a "that's what she said" joke in there, but it's beneath me. I'll leave it alone. You guys can fill in your own blanks. Yeah, that some point today, I have already put plans in motion to take out a reel that I serviced yesterday for its maiden voyage and hopefully catch something. I'll be wearing a camera. I'll take you guys with me. It'll be fun. I'm having a deja vu moment. I think I've been here before. With as many reels as I tear apart. Okay, so there's that one. Now, some chucklehead before me, like I said, has serviced this reel. And when they did, they damaged this screw. So I might have to cut that one out. Hopefully not. I just need to make it move, man. If I can just get it to move, I can get it from there. And they tore it up too. Alright, well, until I figure out what to do with that particular screw, since I can't back it out with a screwdriver, I guess we're done for today. Alright, well, since previous ownership of this reel has ruined this screw right here beyond the point of getting it out with regular tools, and I hate to do it, I'm just going to put it back together. Remember how I told you at the beginning that this reel company that makes these became Olympic Japan, which puts this firmly right in the middle of the 70s. You know, they don't put manufacture dates on these like they do cars, but that'll get us close enough. I just hate that I can't get in there and lubricate. Is what it is. Now, something that I like about this particular reel, and I don't know why this went away, it's a knuckle guard. I dig it. I think it's cool. So anyway, I'm going to take a minute to clean it. Just, you know, basic wet, soapy rag, clean it. Nothing special. And then I will be back to reassemble it. Hi, I'm back. Did you miss me? I missed you. So, I decided that I was going to basically leave the reel together since I can't get that one screw out and I don't want to risk damaging it by breaking out power tools and stuff. So I'm doing a real good job of cleaning it best I can, and I'm going to lubricate the parts that I can lubricate very well. And this is one of those spots right here where I'm digging. I'm currently getting out the old lube, which is solidified into this weird black crud. And I find that for getting into little crevices, little damp washcloth into your screwdriver and you wiggle it. Wiggle it, wiggle it, and it goes around. Look at that. Just gets that crud right out. So I'm going to lubricate those areas really good. I think I got it all. Let's take a gander. Yeah, there's a little tiny bit more in there. Now I took it off the rod it was with because it was incorrect on a lot of levels. I don't have one from Olympic or Spark to put it on, but I do have one from another Japanese manufacturer that I'm going to use. So this Olympic Spark 3120 will be on a Ryobi rod. There we go. So let's get some lubrication going. Like I said, I'm going to lubricate the places that I can. We're going to use the same screwdriver that I'm using because I already know it'll fit in the crack. I said crack and lube and this isn't porn. Yay. Anyway. Sorry, the little things in life just amuse me. I'm a simple dude. I laugh and fart jokes, and so you want to lubricate that pretty good. Yeah. And then up here at the top, there's a spot, right? Yeah, that shaft goes all the way down. Probably lubricate it from up here. And we're going to try that. So we're going to put some lube there. The lubricant spray is definitely not ideal for what we're doing. Especially when you shoot yourself, and now I get to go the rest of the day stinking like that. But I tell you what, it is a waterproofer. And it is going down. Yay! Okay, so I'm going to show you what I did. There's a shaft, of course, that runs the whole top mechanism, which I noticed there was a tiny gap. So I just precision tipped some of that kind of lubricant down into there. That is a waterproof lubricant, so that should work fine. And this is definitely not going to be an everyday use reel anyway. Not that there's anything wrong with it. Reels have come a long way since the 70s. So we're going to put it back together. Now I was debating on what size line to use on it, because it doesn't say. Most reels have that little sticker on the side that tell you, use so many yards of such and such. But I just happen to have some 4-pound test. And this is about the size reel that I would put 4-pound test on anyway, so putting 2 and 2 together and making 6, I've decided I'm going to put 4-pound test on. Yeah. That chrome isn't going to shine up real good, but oh yeah, that's nice and smooth. I dig it. Especially for something this old. Anyway, hope I'm that smooth when I'm that old. And then the cap back on. Do you guys want to watch the line spooling process? Of course you do. Okay, we will do that. Now I think I just figured out what that piece that's missing does. Okay, what I thought was a knuckle guard is actually what flips the bail over. See that? There's an impact spot right there. So that when you cast, here I'll do it so that you guys can see. So when you cast and you go to reel in, this spins around and smacks right here where you see the paint missing. And that's what closes the bail. ingenious. I dig it. So anyway, like I said before, there's a spot that is missing. There at one point in time had been a plate just like this right here. It's gone. It won't hurt anything. I just got to be careful not to get sand and stuff in it. So I'm going to set up to put line on this thing, and I'll be back. Alright. So the super secret method of putting line on one of these things is, of course, you got a reel, but down there in that box is the spool of line that I'm getting the line from. You got to put your foot on it, hold it in place, and then you reel. And then you reel. And then you reel. And then you reel some more. This may just finish off that spool of 4-pound test. Well, she reels nice and smooth. Might be here a while. Let me stop that. And that killed off the last of the 4-pound test I had on that spool. Killed it. Murdered it. Not a 4-pound test now. But there was enough to do the job. Now the reel isn't completely full. I'll show you once I get this knot tied. See, not 100% full, but I tell you what, that ought to be good enough. This isn't going to be an everyday usage reel anyhow. So not being 100% full for the few times I'm going to use it will be enough, because basically once I'm done videoing with the thing and hopefully catching a fish with it, it's going to be put in the museum with the other reels. So that one's done. Anyway, this is what I'm going to put it on. I've got these Ryobi rods here. I've got a total of 4 of them. 2 of them are in use. So I've got just 2 of these things sitting around doing nothing. So made in Japan, vintage from the 90s on the rod, vintage from the 70s on the reel, but made in Japan, and that should be a real nice pairing. It really should. It's about the right size and weight and all that. So we will take this out hopefully later today and see if we can't catch something with it. But that's it for now. Bye.